Welcome to the first episode of Cut, a new series where I take a look at movies and TV shows that have more than one version.
Garfield, wake up.
With it being so close to Christmas, I thought it would be appropriate to start off by looking at A Garfield Christmas. What? Does Garfield Christmas have a director's cut or something? No, it does not, but there are two different versions of it. The most noticeable difference is the presence or absence of a scene where Grandma plays the piano, as well as different animation in the scene where Grandma's talking to Garfield about her late husband.
How did you know I needed a kitty in my lap?
Wild guess.
How did you know I needed a kitty in my lap?
Wild guess.
Let's take a step back and look at the history of this special and how we wound up with two versions of it. A Garfield Christmas Special first aired in 1987. Now, before it actually aired, the special was apparently running a little too long, and to trim it down to the right length, they had to go in and cut a scene that was originally supposed to be part of the special, which was Doc Boy playing the piano badly, and then Grandma coming in and jamming out. So this was created for the special initially, but it was cut. So when it first aired in 1987, this scene was not included. Now this makes for kind of a jarring transition in the 1987 version. Let's take a look. The Christmas tree lights up, Garfield says, "Nice touch."
Nice touch.
And then Garfield's sitting on the piano, wide-eyed, as John says, "Why don't you play something for us, Mom?" Maybe Garfield is wide-eyed because he just teleported across the room. When the special re-aired in 1991, the piano scene that was always intended to be part of the special was re-added, and audiences got to see it for the first time.
Nice touch.
And now, everyone, my little boy is going to favor us with a Christmas song.
I don't know about this, Mom.
Boy, you doggone better well play. Those 24 years of piano lessons better be worth something.
Oh, Christmas tree, how lovely are thy...
Scoot over, sonny boy. Let old Grandma take a whack at that. Oh, Christmas tree, how lovely are thy branches. Whoop, whoop, bidoop, bidoop, bidoop. Well, what do you think, dearie?
That was interesting.
Well, you better not touch those ivories until they've had a chance to cool down for a while. Get on down. Chico.
Why don't you play for us, Mom?
Garfield's wide eyes and John's inflection on "why don't you play something for us" now makes sense. So how did they fit that back in? What'd they do, air fewer commercials in 1991? No, of course not. They just made a few other smaller edits throughout the special to make up for that time. For example, in the original version, we see John's car pulling out of the driveway and driving down the street as they make their way to Grandma's.
Almost back on the farm now, boys.
Some of this animation is cut in the 1991 version, and we start out with them already on the road.
We're almost back on the farm now, boys. I can almost smell Mom's chest.
There's a small cut when Grandma is feeding Garfield and Odie from the table.
Apple, peach, pumpkin, blueberry, cherry, or banana cream.
Attentive service? Excellent cuisine. Attentive service? Excellent cuisine.
The sequence where the family goes to bed and Odie goes out to the barn to make Garfield's present is slightly retimed as well. This one's very subtle, so let's look at them side by side to see the timing difference here.
Now, where did he go?
can never find an elf when you need one. When you got to get that toy beneath.
So it was with little cuts and trims like this that they found the time they needed to get the piano scene in there in 1991. Now, with this opportunity to tinker with the special a little bit, they also completely redid the animation on a scene that they apparently weren't really happy with in the original version. And that's the scene where Grandma is talking to Garfield about her husband. The audio in both versions is exactly the same, but the 1991 version has much more impressive animation, a darker color palette, and we actually see a photo of Grandpa in this version, which we didn't see in the other version. Let's take a look at both versions side by side.
Ringing to the rafters, lights on the tree, candles all aglow, and all who pass by say hello.
Why, hello, Garfield. How did you know I needed a kitty in my lap?
Wild guess.
Since Grandpa passed on, I've whiled away many a lonely hour rocking and stroking my cats.
I envy those cats.
Grandpa was a proud man, a strong man. He was a good provider. We never had much money, but we always had plenty of food on the table. And he always made something special for me and each of the children at Christmas. Men like him didn't feel like they could show much affection outwardly to the children, but on Christmas, it was okay. He always pretended not to be excited on Christmas morning, but his eyes gave him away. I think it was his favorite day of the year. Sometimes I wake up in the night and I can still feel his strong arms around me. This is the night I miss him the most.
Keep Christmas here in your heart.
Also, one more animation change that's kind of random. In the original, after the dad reads Binky the Clown Saves Christmas and everyone leaves to get ready for bed, the dad looks all dazed, like he just got knocked out or something. In the 1991 version, they changed it so he just looks kind of annoyed.
All right.
Yeah.
Also note that the end credits of the original version showed a copyright date of 1987. The updated version used the same end title cards and just kind of superimposed the new copyright date over the old one. You can see that the font looks a little bit different. If you're looking to own the 1991 version, you can find it on the Garfield Holiday Celebrations DVD. It also has the Halloween and Thanksgiving specials too, so that's pretty awesome. I believe this DVD is actually out of print, which means it might be a little hard to track down, but you should be able to find it on Amazon or eBay without too much effort. There's a newer DVD release called Happy Holidays Garfield, which just has Christmas and Thanksgiving. It doesn't have Halloween. Judging by the comments on Amazon, it sounds like this is the 1987 version. It's missing the scene where Grandma plays the piano, so it sure sounds like you'll get the 87 version on Happy Holidays Garfield. Also on Amazon for $3.99, you can stream it as A Garfield Christmas Special Season 1. I'm not sure why it says Season 1, it's just the one thing, but this is the 1987 version. So unfortunately, while the 1991 version is probably the more popular version of the special, it's also harder to find. The only place I know of to get it is that out-of-print Holiday Specials DVD. If you know of somewhere else you can find it, throw that information in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for future editions of Cut coming soon. If you have a suggestion for a movie or show you'd like me to feature here, throw that in the comments below as well.
Now get out of here.